Usually moving forward in life carries this expectation of a clean linear path, like stepping onto an escalator. You just hold the handrail and it smoothly, quietly takes you up to the next level.
Right, yeah.
But then you hit a period of intense personal growth, and suddenly that escalator is just ripped to shreds. You're standing in the dust, looking at a landscape that is incredibly chaotic and honestly pretty uncomfortable.
Oh, completely uncomfortable.
Yeah. So today, our mission on this deep dive is to make sense of that dust. We are unpacking a single, deeply insightful philosophical essay by ORRIE Karim that completely challenges how we, perceive loss and delay in our lives.
And to navigate that chaos, Karim argues we need a massive paradigm shift right from the start. We have to stop measuring our lives by the metric of comfort and start measuring them by transformation.
Transformation, yeah.
Because when you use comfort as your baseline, every disruption feels like an attack. But when transformation is the baseline, well, disruption becomes a necessary tool.
Okay, let's unpack this, because Karim presents a central dichotomy that hits so hard. Basically, you are being prepared, not punished.
Exactly.
To me, it's the difference between a wrecking ball mindlessly destroying a building versus a contractor intentionally tearing out drywall to build a new foundation. I mean, both create a massive mess, right?
Yeah.
But the intent changes everything.
Right, because a wrecking ball breaks you down without any underlying purpose at all. The contractor's demolition, however, is a calculated project.
It has a blueprint.
Exactly. It has a blueprint. It stretches you, exposes old structural weaknesses, and forces you to outgrow the behaviors you've, casually normalized over the years. If you don't tear out the rotted wood, you simply cannot support a heavier roof.
And because that preparation is essentially a construction zone, it's going to be loud, dusty, and deeply uncomfortable.
Super loud.
Right. And that makes sense in theory. But when every door slams shut in your face, or you face total silence instead of the support you expected from people, it genuinely feels personal.
It does feel personal.
Yeah. So how is that not just the universe targeting you?
What's fascinating here is how Karim reframes that. That isolation isn't a targeted punishment. It's actually a refining mechanism. Just think about the actual psychology of silence and a lack of support.
Okay.
When you have a constant external safety net, you rely on it.
Yeah.
You can afford to operate on raw emotion because someone else is always there to catch the fallout and validate you.
Wow. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Right. Take that net away, and you are forced to learn internal discipline. The silence literally starves your reliance on external validation.
So you develop discernment.
Yes, because you can no longer afford blind trust, and you build endurance because giving up just means sitting in the rubble.
So the isolation is the actual training ground. It's forcing your internal muscles to work because the external crutches are gone.
Which brings us to Karim's most profound insight about the people or places you lose during this process. That separation from old habits or environments is not abandonment. It's alignment.
Well,
yeah, you're shedding the external things that were only compatible with your past self.
it's just really hard to accept that losing people or opportunities is a form of alignment. Like, why do we even have to go through this incredibly painful demolition process at all?
Well, Karim points out the irony here. You are going through it because of what you originally asked for.
Oh, interesting.
You asked for peace, you asked for clarity, stability, and purpose. But your old foundation cannot support the weight of those requests.
So what does this all mean?
It means those things require an entirely new version of you to maintain them.
Because you can't put a mansion on a shed's foundation.
Precisely. If your environment stayed exactly the same, your coping mechanisms would stay the same. You just wouldn't adapt.
You'd stay stuck.
Right. This season isn't about what is being taken from you. It's entirely about what is being built within you. Preparation is simply the psychological and emotional process of becoming the person who can carry what comes next.
Which means your current difficult season is here to qualify you, not to destroy you.
Exactly. And Karim leaves us with a very practical piece of advice to survive the construction zone. The next time you're in the thick of it, stop asking, why is this happening to me?
Right. Change the narrative.
Yeah, and consciously shift the question to, what is this building in me?
I love that. So, if your current hardships are actually an intentional curriculum designed specifically for you, what is the exact lesson you've been avoiding that this preparation is forcing you to finally learn? Maybe it's time to stop mourning the broken escalator and start helping the contractor pour the new foundation.